welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this segment, we'd like to discuss girl child, actually promoting girl child education. So there have been a lot of pictures, a lot of videos circulating on the social media how like working people are promoting the girl child education by wearing the school uniforms, like the uniforms we used to wear when we were during that time, when we were in the primary and secondary school. So majority also have asked like the relevance of these people wearing these school uniforms. I don't know if it's Friday. I haven't really done much research, but what message are they trying to portray? How are they promoting the girl child education? Are they actively involved in promoting the girl child education, or they're just doing it in the office cycle? Is it anything like active being happened? Because we have active and passive. So if the blank or if that organization is actively involved in promoting girl child education, I find it okay if they wear the school uniforms, but if they just doing it for the sake of doing it, like you don't even have any project towards promoting girl child education other than just wearing the school uniforms, then I think I have a problem with that, because we're good at talking but we are not active on the ground. And in our localities, in our districts, we have like some Lulu places in this. It could be a Blantyre city, but we have Blantyre Lulu, where there are very vulnerable girls, and where this active involving them in promoting girl child should actually go to those schools or go to those girls. So I like to tackle this one in the way that, why has the society labeled the girl child as a child bearer, or as inferior, or the girl child is associated with chores, household chores? The girl child does not have to go to school and get education. The girl child cannot be like the boy child. Why these inequalities towards our children? Like, why would you label somebody or underestimate the purpose of somebody in life by giving them like, this is what you are intended to do, or this is your purpose in life? So I think it's more about do with a greedy mindset, whereby I don't want to see somebody succeeding, but I'd rather have the other gender succeeding. Like this greedy of seeing progress with what humankind can do is the thing that is actually pulling us back, and we are constantly having these like inequalities being discussed. It's not like these things have started today. They started way back, and the people who were in power during those times, they actually put the rules governing these. The policies are there governing all these things, but because somebody in the position thought that is not necessary, and those rules were set aside not to be implemented whenever cases come. That is why right now, as the world in general, we are suffering. Imagine, we have few resources available now, and surprisingly enough, there are a lot of organizations that are investing in restoration. I mean, I find it of no use if you're investing in restoration by neglecting the basics. You know what I mean when I say the basics? The basics is the girl child. Why is it right now we are having inadequate resources, inadequate natural resources? It's because of population boom, and this population has at most hindered a lot of organization. Even the organizations there were solely independent, but now everything globally has been affected because we neglected the one basic thing at the very start, and we are suffering from it right now as the global. So let's give an instance. Well, I'm 27 and I'm pursuing my master's. I have a couple friends who are younger than me and some are older than me. And for those who are younger than me, some already had their masters, they don't have kids. And also some who are older than me, they have their PhDs and they have masters also, but they do not have kids. They might be in a relationship or single, but they don't have kids. So I'm 27, I don't have kids. It's entirely a choice because I would like to focus on my goals. And I understand also that majority of us, we have this saying that if I grew up poor or if my parents failed to provide for me some of the necessary basic needs, and the way I am right now, sometimes it's hard for me to get nice things for myself. So how on earth would that be possible for me to be sponsoring or catering expenses for the little one? I think it's just bringing this little organism, this little individual into the world of chaos, because we have to consider it's not just the thing for now, but it's for the long run thing. So we have to pay attention to the basic. And as I say, it is surprisingly enough, we are investing a lot in bringing back the lost nature. A lot of billions. But how many billions are going on promoting a girl child education? Because if you keep that girl in school and you supply her with everything she needs, trust me, you won't hear of air marriages, air pregnancies. Those things do not appear, but we're investing so much in nature. Yes, it's important to invest in nature, but in the long line, it will be like an ongoing project. It's not sustainable because we are still reproducing. You have not looked at the basic, why we are suffering right now, why we have low job opportunities, why we have issues going on around the world about creating these innovations or whatsoever technology, why are a lot of companies globally being affected by the economy of the country. Why is the economy of countries like this right now? I mean, if we have rules and policies put in place that you don't have to have a child if you don't have the following needs. At least you must have a job, you must have a house, any source of income actually. I understand that that would have helped us as of now as a nation and also when we take it to the global level. So before we start restoring the lost nature, I think we should go back to the basics. Why are we restoring the lost nature right now? What happened? It's because of population growth. Who is bringing in the population growth? Gays and lesbians are not in any way promoting the population growth, okay? But the girl child is, if you involve the girl child with the opposite sex. And yes, there are this public awareness thing of using contraceptive pills, but they haven't even been effective because it's like you're giving somebody another choice, an alternative, that even if you do this, you still have to do this because it will be safe. But these things are not safe in the long run. It has been proven that some few studies conducted, the contraceptive methods were not so very effective. So let's not neglect the basic. Let's send the girl child to school, and one day the next generation will live to remember what we have done right now as a nation and as individuals. And each one of us in our communities, let's actively be involved in promoting girl child education. We might have resources, we might be influential people, but let's support and assist and bring in policies, implementing policies that there is no way you can have kids if you do not have a stable source of income. At least your financial muscle should be of sound. Thank you so much. Comment, like, and share this video.